Security to the persons and property of the governed is so obviously the design and end of civil government, to attempt a logical proof of it would be like burning tapers at noonday to assist the sun in enlightening the world. It cannot be either virtuous or honorable to attempt to support a government of which this is not the great and principal basis. It is to the last degree vicious and infamous to attempt to support a government which manifestly tends to render the persons and the property of the governed insecure. Some boast friends to government. I am a friend to righteous government, a government founded upon the principles of reason and justice. But I glory in publicly avowing my eternal enmity to tyranny. And I ask you, over the last few generations, has there been a government of justice or tyranny? I have but one lamp by which my feet are guided, and that is the lamp of experience. I know of no other way of judging the future but by the past. The law has been perverted, and the powers of the state have become perverted along with it. The law has not only been turned from its proper function, but made to follow an entirely contrary purpose. The law has become a tool for every kind of greed. Instead of preventing crime, the law itself is guilty of the abuses it is supposed to punish. If this is true, it is a serious matter, and a moral duty requires me to call the attention of my fellow citizens to it. Samuel Adams said, in The Rights of the Colonists as Men, "It is the greatest absurdity to suppose it in the power of one, or any number of men, at entering into society, to renounce their essential natural rights, or the means of preserving those rights, when the grand end of civil government, from the very nature of this institution, is for the support, protection, and defense of those rights, the principle of which, as is observed, are life, liberty, and property. If men, through fear, fraud, or mistake, should in terms renounce or give up any essential natural right, the eternal law of reason and the grand end of society would absolutely vacate such renunciation. The right of freedom being the gift of God Almighty, is not in the power of man to not alienate this gift and voluntarily become a slave." If we mean to be free, if we mean to preserve inviolate those inestimable privileges for which we have been so long contending, if we mean not to basely abandon the noble struggle in which we have been so long engaged, and which we have pledged ourselves never to abandon until our glorious object of our contest shall be obtained, we must fight.